All right. We're now joined by Northeastern sophomore guard Tyson Walker, who scored a team-high 19 points. Tyson, obviously a big second half for the Huskies. Talk about what you think was the difference.
Second half, it was more of a first half. We were struggling because we haven't played in 3 weeks. You know, we all in quarantine and stuff. So we didn't have that much time to practice. So just coming back was a little rough, but then we got it together second half.
Questions for Tyson, first one. If you have a question, just either raise your hand or put something in the chat, and we'll start with Kyle Kensington. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, Tyson alluding to this a little bit, but with the layoff, what was the most difficult part about getting back into the flow of things tonight?
Just getting our wind back, really. That's all it was, because we all spoke a lot over quarantine, so we're mentally all together. It was just all about the physical.
Next question from Milton Posner. Go ahead, Milton.
Hey, Tyson, you guys were playing without Shaq and Jason out there. How did that change things for you in terms of orchestrating the offense and spacing and whatnot? How did you guys adapt to that?
It was more of a next man up type of thing. Just we're all ready. Everybody's prepared to play. So it's just to go on the court and play.
Next question from Chris Heidel. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Tyson, congratulations on the win. What does it mean for you guys moving on to tomorrow night?
It's big. To win is always a good thing, especially just getting a step closer to the championship game.
Next question for Eamon Ryan. Go ahead, Eamon.
Hey, Tyson. This was your coach's 251st win, the most all-time by a Northeastern coach. How does it feel to be playing for someone who is now the winningest coach in Northeastern history? And how does it feel? How do you feel about your coach having that accomplishment?
It feels good. That was one of the main reasons we all wanted to play. You know, just play one game so we could get him the record. So that's what really motivated us to play this game.
Follow-up question from Kyle Kensington. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, Tyson with Chris tonight, I think was right around 20 rebounds or so. How impressive was his performance, and how kind of vital was it to have him sort of locking things down on the inside, you know, with you kind of doing your thing on the perimeter?
That's what Chris does. You know, he's a dog. He just works hard. He gets all of his stuff on his own, really. Like, he goes and gets it. So it's big for us. That's what he does.
Joined by Northeastern head coach Bill Cohen. Coach Cohen, congratulations on win number 251, but obviously a much different second half than the first half. What was the key to the turnaround?
Well, you're just happy to get the win, really. A lot of uncertainty leading up to the tournament. Couldn't be proud of this group, you know, but we really didn't get much practice time before we got down here. Varying guys getting out of quarantine at different times, and you know, but I got to give our locker room credit. We had some great leadership and guys like, you know, Tyson Walker and so on, and you know, they had their mind made up. They wanted to play, and given the odds and everything else, and you know, I thought we came out. We were a little rusty. Our timing wasn't good. I think we had 10 turnovers in the first half and didn't do much offensively, but I think all year long, what kept us in games has been our defense, and that was consistent tonight. We did a really good job on the defensive end of the floor. It gave us a chance, and luckily we started to make some shots and moved the ball a little better in the second half. You know, Coleman Stuka got us going a little bit, and Jamil, and obviously Tyson, and you just really can't say enough about Chris Doherty and what he brings to the table. You know, we lost 2 games in conference this year, and the only 2 games that we lost, we didn't have Chris, and you can see what a kind of difference he makes in our club. Just, you know, get control in the paint and being able to get on the glass and you know, go up and have that type of rebound and effort on this night was special.
First question for you, Bill, from Milton Posner. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, I know you've fielded a lot of questions over the last 6 weeks or so about Jim Calhoun, but now that you have this, now that you've gotten to that point, how does it feel? Does it feel any different to you when that buzzer sounded and you had it?
it meant more to me that we're moving on and we're still playing in the best month of the year if you're a college basketball fan. It meant more to me that these guys were willing to play and show that type of heart and resiliency given what we've been through. Obviously, it's nice to have a number, but Milton, you've heard me talk about this before. I wouldn't dare compare myself to Jim Calhoun, Hall of Fame coach, one of the winningest coaches in college basketball history, numerous NCAA titles, first round draft picks, you name it, and a really good friend of the program. And he's always been so generous coming back. But I think I said it before, the number might be by my name, but it belongs to all the players that have come through this program, all the student managers that have given up their time and dedicated themselves to this, all our support staff, our strength and conditioning coaches over the years, our academic advisors, almost most importantly, my assistant coaches throughout the year do a great job getting our guys better and player development, scouting and everything else. And then our administration, we got great leadership at the university level with our president and senior leadership in the university, and I'm honored and humbled to serve Northeastern for these 15 years. And our athletic director does a great job of getting us what we need to be successful. And like I said, the most important things are the student athletes that have come through this program and really put their stamp on it. And coaches get way too much credit to players. I haven't scored a basket or grabbed a rebound in a long time. These guys they do all the work.
Next question for Chris Heidel. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Coach Bill, congratulations on becoming the all-time winningest coach at Northeastern.
Thank you.
Talk about your defense tonight. You stopped William Mary basically 5 for 21. That's a pretty good 23% from the three-point line. Is that something you guys have been working on all year long, trying to be better on defense to stop that three-pointer?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can measure, being a good defensive team. Over the last 4 years, we've finished number 1 in the conference in defensive efficiency. We know that defense travels. That allows us to be able to win away from home and win on the road. And luckily, we got a group, that buys into that. But we've been pretty good defensively all year long. And if you're going to win at this juncture on the calendar, you better guard because there are a lot of good teams out there and great coaches, particularly in the CAA. You got to bring your defense. You got to bring your hard hat, and you got to create opportunities for yourself and easy baskets through your defense. And tonight was a good example of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Kyle Kenton.
First off, congratulations on setting the mark. And second of all, you guys are playing such great ball in January, and then you have the stoppage. With that kind of unprecedented thing where you don't have any sort of history to go back to look at as far as how you navigate a situation like that.
Hey, Kyle, you're breaking up a little bit. Can you ask that question again, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. When you have this unprecedented situation with the stoppage, in particular, when your team have been playing so well, how do you go about keeping the guys focused and positive during that, where they can come out and play as well as they did tonight?
There's just an awful lot of pride in this program, and those guys we talk about it all the time. Regardless, we don't have a senior on the roster, so we have freshmen and sophomores out there, but we tell them that the standards don't change, and the standards for this program are compete for a CAA championship, regular season championship, and be playing on championship night. And we've been fortunate enough to win a couple of regular season titles this year included. And, they know how important the CAA tournament is. You only get a couple of chances in life to really go through this experience. It's so special for a college basketball player this time of the year, a chance to go on and play in an NCAA tournament. And that's what's on the line. So they know they had an uphill climb. I think we've played 3 games in about 40 days and really not that many practices to be honest, just given the COVID issues, but their mind and their togetherness, I thought, allowed us to come out and play the way we did today.
Next question from Eamon Ryan. Go ahead, Eamon.
Hey, Coach. You guys were without two redshirt juniors today, probably the two oldest guys on the roster. So two questions. One, how's their availability looking, Jason Strong and Shaquille Walters, for tomorrow's matchup and going forward? And also, how do you feel your guys responded to that extra layer of adversity they had to face today?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been that way, since this time last year. There's just I think we've come to expect the unexpected. And Shaq, unfortunately, won't be available for the tournament. And Jason's going to try. And he's here with us. He wanted to play tonight. He's not ready to play like that, but he's getting close. And if there's any way that he can get cleared and feel well enough to play, he's going to try and do that. But I got to give the guys in the locker room credit. It was a next man up mentality. Guys stepped in huge roles, and we were able to get the job done. With a team effort, total team effort.
Next question to Jerry Beach. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, Bill, I was a little late to jump in, so I apologize profusely if you answered this. But did you feel that you need, you hadn't played in a couple of weeks. Did you need that first half to shake up the cobwebs, or was that more of a reflection of what William Mary was doing?
Yeah, combination. I mean, they're a really good team, and they're really well coached, and and I think everybody comes out. There's a level of excitement on both benches. Anxiety's high, so you got to kind of settle down and get into the game and get into the competition. So I think it was that. It was a combination. They did some really nice things defensively, and second half we settled down and played more the way we would like to play, sharing the basketball, taking care of the basketball.
Do you have a follow-up?
No, I'm good. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Anybody else have a question for Bill? All right. One more from Milton, and then we're done.
Hey, Coach, you had mentioned that part of the getting under control in the second half was getting control of the turnovers. You guys had 10 in the first half and then 4 in the second. When you're trying to get your team in moving in the right direction in that regard at halftime, what sort of stuff can you do to them and try to say, okay, here's how we're going to get it under control?
Yeah, I thought we got ourselves out of our flow sometimes. The ball was sticking a little bit. Great metric for us is when you see assisted baskets. That means the ball's moving. It's not sticking. We're not over dribbling. We're cutting better. Moving the ball, we're attacking the paint. And, when we're doing that, we're a much better basketball club. I thought in the first half, we didn't do enough of that.
All right, Bill, thanks very much.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. William Mary will be with us in just a minute.
See you tomorrow. Kids are good? Yeah, so you're good. That's good. All right, awesome.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate all it. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you.